Hi everyone, and welcome back to Fully Playable Games. So in today's video we are going to be doing another random pickups video, but I have to say this is the video that I've been waiting absolutely ages to film, because it is console mad today. Really is. I have got some absolute dream consoles to show you today. A lot of them are consoles that I just did not expect to ever get the chance to add to the collection. Really just so excited. I really am. So let's dive straight in, and we're going to start off with some bits that I picked up from John at the market. So these are a couple of bits that he called me up about. We spoke away from the market, so that's why I'm not including them in a market video. So the first one was actually, so I've got a couple of 40 consoles and then a couple of gaming bits. So the first 40 console is going to be an original NES. So we have already got one in the collection, but this is 40, so this is going to get used for a future repair video. And yeah, I literally, all he said to me is that it's 40, hasn't told me anything more than that. I haven't tested it yet. I wanted to keep it as a surprise for when we do the repair video. So I paid £10 for this. Looking it up online, they go for about £40 on CEX when they're fixed, and obviously with controller and all the leads. And then on eBay in a fixed condition, console only, they go for about £60. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this once we repair it, but yeah, there are different options. It looks to be in really good condition. It is a UK version as well, so it's not like it's a US version or anything like that. So yeah, that is the first pickup. Then the second console that I got off him was a SNES. So once again, I've already got a SNES in the collection. I've had my SNES for absolutely donkeys now. Love it to death. But yeah, he had this as well, so I decided to pick it up. Once again, he said that it's 40. But I haven't got any more information about it. When I actually picked it up from him, the switch was turned on, and I pressed that and I was like, oh yeah, that looks like an interesting fix. And then over the course of sort of having it stored in the bedroom, it's obviously got turned off, and then all of a sudden it opened again. So this was one of the ones that had the cartridge lock. I think some of the earlier models didn't have the cartridge lock, so I think that's what threw me a bit. But yeah, unfortunately it's not a problem with the cartridge door, but yeah, looking forward to getting into this and seeing what the problem could be. Once again, we paid £10 for this. They go for £120 fixed at CEX, once again with the controller and all the cables, and they go for £20 40 console only on eBay. So yeah, I've done it. I don't know why I've done it like that, completely all over the shop with regards to my figures. I think I'm going to have to look into how I do my figures to make them make a bit more sense. Then the other couple of bits that I picked up from him. So the next one was a Wii game, but it is the special edition Resident Evil's Dark Side Chronicles, which comes with the Resident Evil, well, it comes with the Wii Zapper. There's nothing special. It's not branded or anything like that. It's just a normal Wii Zapper, but it comes in all in one in the box. The box itself isn't in great condition. There's a lot of ripping on the side of the box, but let me see if I can get into it. I can't remember if... No, the game has been opened, so yeah, it has been used, but it is still in the box. So I think it's a nice one to put on one of the shelves somewhere. I'll find somewhere to put it. So I paid £25 for this. Looking it up online, it goes for £35 at CEX and £46 on eBay. Then picked up another Wii sort of special edition, and this was the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword special edition with the Wii Motion Plus gold controller. So yeah, this was, once again, it's not something I was looking for, but you had it there, and yeah, I just had to add it to the collection. So actually that will go quite well, because I have got, I don't know if you can see it on the shelf. Yeah, I'll get it up. We've actually got the Skyward Sword HD Joy-Cons, and I've actually kept those sealed. I haven't opened them since the day I got them, so this will go quite well with that as well. And yeah, so we paid £25 for that. Goes for £48 at CEX and £50 on eBay. So really good price on that one. And then the final thing that I picked up from John was a DS game, and this one was Pokemon White version 2. It is complete, there's everything in there, so really chuffed about that. As a lot of you know, I love picking up my Pokemon games. I very much missed out on the Pokemon in the early days. I was just too old for them at the time. Absolutely devastated now, but yeah, anytime I get the chance to pick up anything Pokemon now, I always do, especially the games. And we paid £30 for Pokemon White version 2. It goes for £75 on both eBay and CEX. That is absolutely insane. Really is. But I am absolutely over the moon that I've got a complete copy of this now, and that will take pride of place in the collection. So that is all the bits that I picked up from John. Then I've got a couple of bits that I picked up from, well, pretty much everything going forward I picked up from eBay, but we're going to first look at some of the games that I've picked up. So the first, I'll tell you what, these two I'm going to do together, because they essentially go together, and that is Fear Effect 1 and Fear Effect 2 on the PS1. Now, I picked these up because I was actually watching a Metal Jesus video, and he was speaking so highly of these that I just had to grab them. They're very much Res Evil style, sort of tank controls, and yes, very interesting games. I will admit, I've played Fear Effect 1 for a couple of minutes, and then died, and I was like, no, I'll go back to it another time. So yeah, I am going to be capturing the footage for both of these that you'll see on the video, and I actually got them as a single lot. So it was an auction on eBay. They're both complete in box, and I paid £31 for both of them. So Fear Effect 1 goes for £12 at CEX, £15 on eBay. And Fear Effect 2 goes for £18 at CEX and £26 on eBay. So really good deal there. I think the CEX price is just a bit under, but once again, you don't necessarily know what the condition of them is. So yeah, really chuffed. And I will say, overall, the cases are in really good condition, apart from sort of two tiny little cracks in the front there, but because it's a double jewel case, these are easy to replace. So I may even look to do that. So yeah, really chuffed to get them. Then next up, we've got an Xbox game, and it is Star Wars Obi-Wan. So yeah, I can't remember, once again, I think I was watching someone's video, and they brought this up, and I decided to just have a quick look on eBay, see how much they were going for. Saw that they weren't going for too much. And I think with this one, I actually watched it and then got an offer a couple of hours later from the seller. So I ended up getting it for £7.50 delivered. Looking online, it goes for £10 at CEX, £9 on eBay, and yeah, another Xbox game to add to the collection, and this time it is a Star Wars game. But I will say, the next Xbox game that we've got is one that I've been really wanting to add to the collection. And I'm just going to get straight to it. It is Conker's Live and Reloaded. So this was the Conker's remake that was done by Rare after they were acquired by Microsoft. From what I remember, it is pretty much a not a HD remake, but similar sort of thing. It's a complete remake of the original Conker's Bad Fur Day. And yeah, I've been wanting to pick this up for a while, and yeah, just decided. I was scouting through eBay one night. I was like, let's have a look, see how much they're going for, and then just decided to jump on a copy that I saw. I actually managed to get this relatively cheap. I think this was actually on an auction as well. So that's how I managed to get it so cheap. The case itself is a bit battered, so it probably could do with a case swap. And then there is some damage to the top of the artwork, but even still. So we paid £13.45 delivered. It goes for £18 at CEX, and on average sells for about £25 on eBay. So yeah, a really good price on that. Really chuffed to add it to the collection and finally getting a chance to play it. Then next up, I've got a PS2 game, and for this one I was actually looking for a case for, I think the game is called Cold Heat. Let's see if I can see it. No, not too sure where it is. It was one of the ones that we picked up from Jason. It would have been in a video a couple of weeks ago. I was actually looking to see if I could get a case and manual for it, and then this come up, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. Pick it up. I think this was really cheap. Yeah, £4.95 we paid for it. It is complete. Once again, and I will say the case for this one is really good. The artwork is in impeccable condition. So yeah, £4.95 we paid for this, £1.50 at CEX, and £6 on average on eBay. So yeah, not too bad there, and it is a Sierra game, so yeah, should be good. Then next up, we've got a limited edition PS4 game, and this is a game that I absolutely loved when it first came out. I think I got it. I got the first episode when it first came out, and then as soon as the new episodes were released, I literally jumped on them and binged them all the way through. And that is Life is Strange. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to get this on the PS4 is that it is a physical version, and it is a physical version on disc as well. So this comes with the game itself, the soundtrack, a 32-page art book, and yeah, as I say, the game is on the disc, which is massively important for me. Obviously, one of the big things that I hate about modern gaming, especially sort of today, is all of these games that get released on disc, then they get removed from the store, and that's it. Literally, the discs then turn into coasters. They are useless. You don't get access to the game ever again, and I just hate it. So yeah, one of the things that I wanted to do was make sure I got this as the physical release that was all on disc. I have got it on Steam. That is where I originally played Life is Strange, but once again, Steam is digital, and yeah, at least I know now I will forevermore be able to play this game. And if you haven't played it, I would highly recommend it. It is a amazing game. It really, really is. I will admit I haven't played any of the sequels or the prequel, but I have got them all. I've actually got them all on. I think I've got Life is Strange 2 on one of the consoles, might be PS4, and I know I've got Before the Storm, I think, on my Steam account, but I just haven't had a chance to play them yet. But I am definitely probably going to play this through again and try and pick those up as well. Okay, and next we've got a little accessory. And this was an accessory that I didn't even know existed until I just happened to come across the listing for it. And it's this. So this is, let me work out how to get into it again. He says, there we go. It is a tiny little camera for the PSP. So there are actually a couple of different models of this apparently. This is the later model. And there you go, I'll go and drop it. And yeah, I saw this and I haven't ever seen these before. So I think what I've done was, I sent over an offer to the buyer, to the seller, which he didn't accept that offer, but he did counter me. So I ended up getting it for £17. And yeah, just really chuffed to get it. As I say, it's not something that I'd seen before. I didn't even know they had a camera, and obviously it now makes a bit more sense when you look at the top of the PSP, and you've got the little port with the little screw hole. So it's obviously something that was planned. So yeah, picked it up for £17. Looking online, they go for about £8 on eBay, but not eBay, sorry, on CEX. But obviously I don't know whether that comes with the case or if it's just the camera. And then on eBay they go for an average of about £25 in this condition. So yeah, really chuffed with that. And now we get on to the bundle, the absolutely amazing mega bundle that I have literally been dying to show you all. So the first one that we've got is still wrapped in bubble wrap, and you can probably see from the edge what we've got. And I'm going to see if I can get it out easily enough. There we go. It is an Xbox 360. No, it's not. It's not an Xbox 360. What am I chatting about? It's an Xbox One S. And I got this as a faulty listing on eBay. And one of the reasons why I wanted to grab it was because I haven't actually got one. I've got my original Xbox One, the fat version, and then I've got the Series X. Haven't got any of the S consoles. So I saw this come up. It was a cheap listing and I kept on watching it. It was an auction, sorry. And it ended up going really cheap. So I decided to jump in at the last minute and pick it up. So I paid $29.99 delivered. From the seller basically says that it's listed as faulty, doesn't have a hard drive in, and that's about it. So I've popped it open. It is true that it hasn't got a hard drive. It's got all the screws and everything in, so essentially it looks like someone's opened it up, pulled the hard drive out, and then just left it. So hopefully it is just the case that it needs a new hard drive. But this is going to be another repair video that we're going to do in the future. To be quite honest, every console that we've got today is a faulty console that we are going to be doing a repair video on. But as I say, I am over the moon with the consoles that we've picked up. So if we look online, the One S goes for 140 fixed on CEX, and it goes for about £80 on eBay fixed. But what you will also remember, in last week's boot fair video, I also picked up a whole load of faulty Xbox One controllers. The big reason that I was picking those up was for the white one to go with this, because it was just a console, haven't got a white controller for it, so that was the reason why I picked that one up. And yeah, that was the future project that that one was based on. For the DualShock Silver controller, you're going to need to keep an eye on my repair videos to see why I bought that one. Okay, so the next console we got actually come in a bag, and it's a fairly big handheld. It is an Atari Lynx. So yeah, once again, absolutely brilliant. It's a console that I never intended on picking up. I've seen people talk about them in the past, and just, yeah, never really looked to pick it up. But when we, what was it? About a month ago, 6 weeks ago, something like that, I put out a video. I'll put a link to it in the top corner, where we picked up the Neo Geo Pocket Color from John at the boot fair. And after I got that home, I was playing on it for a bit. It really got me sort of wanting to pick up some of these consoles that I hadn't thought about picking up. This was one of them, and I will say the next one was also one of them. So this one, picked it up and it was listed as faulty. It said that it didn't power on. But when I received it, it did power on, and I was able to play one of the games that I got for it. But when I then tried to power it back on again, it didn't work. So what I've done is I have got the capacitor kit, and I've actually got the there's like another component in there that's prone to failure. So I've got a load of bits to potentially repair this with. I know that the screen's working, so that is brilliant. That takes out a lot of the potential problems. But yeah, once again, this is going to be on a future repair video. And yeah, hopefully we can get it all up and running and working sweet as a nut. Because in addition to those, I did also get 2 games. So the first game that I got, and this was actually the cart and manual, didn't come with a box, and it is a game called Kung Fu. Haven't got a clue. This was actually the game that I tried in the console when I first got it, and as I say, it worked. I played it for about a level, and yeah, but yeah, once I turned the console off, went back to it, and it just wouldn't power on again. So hopefully we can get it up and running, because the other game that I got was actually a complete in-box, and it is Chips Challenge. And to be quite honest, when I got the console and I was looking around for some games to pick up for it, I saw this and I just had to get it, because I remember playing Chips Challenge when I was younger on my, it was on my dad's PC, and I used to love playing it. No, it wasn't on my dad's PC, it wasn't. A friend brought it into school and we were playing it on the school computers. I've left school now, so I can openly admit to it. So yeah, when I saw that it was on the Atari Lynx, I just had to get it. And yeah, saw it, it was complete in box. So yeah, managed to pick it up. So with the games, Kung Fu, we paid £9.52. That was once again on an auction. It goes for £6 at CEX, £10 on eBay. I think the CEX price is cart only as well. And then Chips Challenge, we paid £16 and 5p. Goes for £20 on average at both CEX and eBay. So some really good prices there. Now we are getting into the absolute amazing hitters. We've got 2 more consoles to look at, and I never thought that I would say that this next console would be second best, but it is very much second best for me today, and it is an Atari Jaguar. Yeah, absolutely mental. Really glad to have picked this one up, and I will say the game that I've got to play with it is brilliant as well. One of my favourite games of all time. So I managed to win this. Once again, it was on an auction. It originally, they had it listed for just the console, but they did say in the listing that they had the PSU and the controller. So whoever won had the option to buy those as well. So I did do that. So I have got the original Atari power supply and the original controller. So all in all, I paid £156 and 13p for the Jaguar controller and power supply. Looking it up online, it goes for £250 at CEX and goes for £300 on eBay. Now, once again, they did say that this was faulty. They say that it powers on, but it doesn't output anything to the display. So we are going to have a look. I have actually gone and bought the AV cable for this as well. Paid $12.99 for the AV cable, and then it has got RF as well. So I've got a couple of different options to try there. And yeah, that once again is going to be a future repair video. But what we did do is, as I say, I needed to get a game to test it with. So when I saw this game, it was a no-brainer for me. It was Theme Park. I think I've said it before, I absolutely love this game, and I've currently got it on multiple different versions now. I've got the big box PC version, which at the moment I can't play, I have actually got it on the PS1 as well. We've got it on the Sega Saturn, and now we've got it on the Jaguar. So what my plan is obviously we'll get the Jaguar up and working, and then there are a couple of other games that I want to pick up for it. So I will probably keep an eye out for them sort of in the meantime. If I manage to get hold of them, brilliant. If not, then once the Jaguar's up and running, then we will look to pick them up. So theme park, we paid £33.50. It goes for £20 at CEX, but that is just the box price. Don't know whether it comes with a manual or what it actually comes with. And then on average, the complete in box goes for about £40 on eBay. So yeah, really chuffed with that. So as I say, the Atari Jaguar was our #2 best console in today's video. So you're probably asking, well, what's #1? And I've got #1 just down here, and it is still wrapped in its bubble wrap. Oh, and it weighs a ton. And it's another white console. But what console is it? Now I'm trying to balance it while I unwrap it. It is a PSX. No, it's that way. So this is the Japanese exclusive PlayStation 2, and this is essentially an all-in-one media center that was released only in Japan, and I have loved these. Yeah, I have loved these since the time I saw them. So I found there's a seller on eBay who seems to get an absolutely obscene amount of these. They've constantly got multiple listings of them listed, and I was watching one of the listings and managed to pick this one up. I picked it up for £83. So yeah, really chuffed with that. One of the most important things for me was to make sure that it had the cover that goes over the front, as well as the surround that goes across the back here. I will say I was a bit disappointed because the one that was in the photo had an intact warranty sticker and was actually a different model. This is the 7000. So this is the DESR 7000, and I think the one that I was looking at was the 7500, but this was the one that I was sent. I will say I have powered it on, so I have managed to get all the way through to the menu, but I will say that the fan sounds like a freight train being pushed down the stairs, so I pretty much turned it off. And yeah, haven't really gone any further than that. So I'm not too sure whether the disk drive works. Obviously with these, one of the biggest problems is the lasers failing. But what I have done is I have done some research into the lasers, and I've actually found some other devices that use them. So I've actually got a PC DVD writer. So one of the internal sort of DVD writer drives downstairs that uses one of the lasers, and then there's actually a sort of a home sort of like the sort of VCR type DVD rewriters that also use a laser. I actually picked up 2 of them. Both of them have been faulty when they arrived, so they've both gone back. So what we're going to do is we are going to be doing a repair video on this. If we do need to do anything with the lasers, first I'm going to try and adjust them before looking to try and pick up a replacement. But in order to test them, I needed a game. So I managed to pick up Everybody's Tennis on the PS2. It is complete once again, and this is the Japanese version as well, so it will work in this console. What I will say is I've got no intentions of doing any mods on this. Anything I do, I just want it to get back to original factory standards, and yeah, do whatever I can to get it working. So yeah, this is going to be another amazing addition to the collection. So as I say, I paid £83 for it. It's not listed at CEX. I was surprised that they didn't have a listing for it. But on eBay, once I get it fixed, it'll go for about £250. And what I'm looking to do is, once I've fixed it, I'm going to get the PS2 controller that goes with it. There's a special controller, a bit more expensive than a normal white DualShock 2, because they're a particular model that go with this. And then also get the remote. So it's probably going to cost me about £100 for both of them. But I will have a completely working, minty fresh PSX. With Everybody's Tennis, I paid $2.99 for that. Got it really, really cheap because it didn't come with a case. Had the manual, the cover, the disc, everything, just didn't have a case. So I put it in a case. That was easy. So paid $2.99 for that. On average, it goes for about £5 on eBay. And that is everything that we managed to pick up. So as I say, this has been a pickups video that I've been wanting to do for a while, just because I'm so excited to have some of these consoles in the collection. Well, I say that I'm so excited to have all these consoles in the collection, but there's a couple in particular that I have just been over the moon to pick up, that I never thought I would get the chance to actually add. So yeah, really, really chuffed. But before we wrap up today's video, let's quickly run through the totals. So our total spend for today was £571 and 11p. And if we picked up everything we could from CEX, we'd be looking at a total price of £1,081 and 50p. Absolutely mad. Really, really is. But if we were to pick it all up from eBay, we would be looking at £1,212. That is mad. And I got it for less than £600, and less than half of what it would cost to pick them all up working from eBay. So yeah, really, really chuffed. I have got some consoles that I am really looking forward to doing the repair videos on. Can't wait to get them up and running and actually be able to use them. So with that said, that is going to wrap up today's video. But before you head off, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're not already, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching today. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.